So what we did is we measured how big of a body space we'd need, and then calculated the distance that we need from here and here, and we had to make sure that these were the same length so that when the boat comes up, they'd be parallel and there wouldn't be like a discrepancy. And then we just cut through the diagonal sections and then cut so that it didn't go all the way through here so that these would bend, and that's how we built our boat. I'm making sure that our edges are secure so that they can't snatch our edges.
Ooh,
I'm not a strong
we're destroying these other boats. God, we're crushing it. Just cutting things out. Okay. We already have a boat. The boat's literally already...
It's done. We're done.
It's done. The boat, it's done. If you look closely, you can see students taking their econ final and they're having a really bad time. Flawless technique.
Whatever you put on my back, I need you to remove it. She's like, I'm allergic. And then,
Damn, how much are you using?
I will just be your tea person. Except I can't share it. Just pull it out and hand it to me.
Here. You can put it down and then I'll rub the edges in.
So I think our boat is like coming along really well.
Explain for the camera what the technique is here.
We're just kind of doing it, you know.
That's solid.
Take it a quarter at a time, you know. Hell yeah.
Solid life advice. Solid boat advice. So explain what's happening here. What are you doing with that box cutter?
We're cutting armholes.
That's a good idea.
Right? So I measured it. We're going 4 inches from this beautiful line.
Okay.
And then 2 inches down.
That sounds like a solid armhole.
Right.
Did she cut the floor?
Hell yeah, I did. Okay, here's your guesstimated water line.
Okay.
That's the guesstimated water line.
How much of my hand is like in the water?
Like up to 30.
And here is an example of them trying to figure out
to your hand.
what we need to cut so that our hand fits into the water properly.
My whole palm is in the water.
Yeah, and if we tape cardboard to your hands.
You right? Let's make paddles. We have like a whole other.
And now we're gonna make paddles.
Hold on, let me measure the
Not yet though, because we have a lot of other stuff to do.
True. First we need to finish duct taping.
Yeah. So PJ, explain the technique here.
So you're making the edges. Obviously the bottom has to be covered in duct tape, right?
Yeah.
And so do the sides.
Yeah.
So we started going this way over this side, and then now we're going over the bottom again a second time, going this way, and we have to make sure the edges are laid.
PJ, you're a genius.
Look at, did you see it wobble?
That's really smart.
That's not
But here's the
design,
problem,
folks.
is like you need to choose like the lightest person.
We have a casualty.
It was like gush. Actually, that's not gushing, but it's like really painful and
Tell
it's
us
burning.
what happened.
So I have fake nails. Well, I had fake nails.
So yeah, you have like you still.
I had one, and so like the one on here was really loose, and it just like snapped off, and it like broke my actual nail. Oh, that's so painful. Okay.
So this is gonna go right here so that our boat doesn't fall in on itself, because Charlie told us that that's what we need.
Alright, so what I'm going to do now is put the second structural support in the boat. You can see I've already got it in here kind of lined up. The goal is for this to eventually look like this on both sides, so that the sides of the boat don't collapse either inward or outward, that they stay where we want them to the whole time we're in the boat. And then I'm going to see if I can duct tape the inside of the boat. So the last thing that we have to do before we figure out the water line of the boat is take the weight of me and the boat together, because we already have like the dimensions of the bottom, like all that stuff. So I'm just going to take the measurement, because we did this in class, but I'm pretty sure it's heavier now because we added like a lot more duct tape. And the couple pounds that I like added on in class just to like account for the rest of the duct tape that I thought we'd be adding, I don't think are enough, because it feels like a lot heavier. So take that measurement and then we'll have all the measurements we need to do the water line of the boat. Alright, so that says 145.5 pounds. So let me write that down. And then we're going to end up dividing the 451 that we already had. It's like the total amount our boat can hold by that number. And then we will have where the water line is on the boat.
To calculate the water line of the SS Animal Style, first we took the volume of the boat total. It was 35 inches by 22.25 inches by 16.25 inches, and we got 12,654.6875 inches cubed. And then we multiplied that by 16.38 grams, and we got 207,285.781 grams, and then we divided that by 459 grams to get the total number of pounds that could go into our boat without it sinking, and then we divided that by 145.5 to get the water line of the boat, which is 3.104 inches.
So if you're wondering what we're going to do for the water lines, that line that's running through all the palm trees, that is what's going to go on here as the water line. And I have this little mark drawn from where I tested the boat out and got in the water. For some reason, it's nowhere near the water line that we calculated, but we're going to put it at that mark because I think it's more accurate given that that's the water line when I was literally in the boat. I don't know why the calculations didn't come out correctly, but they didn't, so that's what we're going with. So now that I've completed painting the boat, it is time for a design tour. I tried to include pretty much all of the elements from the actual fry container on the boat to make it as accurate as possible. We've got 3 palm trees on the short side, 4 palm trees on the long side, included the little registered mark. We've got 3 on this side, 4 on that side. You can't see them because it's on the table. Then we have fresh potatoes on the inside, fresh potatoes on the other side, and a little paragraph of text that they include on the bottom of each fry container, and their little In-N-Out logo. What do you think of our boat?
It's nice. It's very good.
I'm scared. You guys are too fast. It's gonna be really good. I really like In-N-Out, so this boat's gonna be one of the best.
How do you think our boat's gonna do?
Bad.
I think your boat's gonna do really good. Just looking at the design, it looks like it'll be very buoyant, and whoever rows this boat is sure to win.
Nice.